Is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Broonzy, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
I ain't joking, but it's understood. Everything I do, I try to do it so good. You got to give me some of it. You got to give me some of it. You got to give me some of it before you give it all away. I ain't bragging, I won't tell you no lie. I want a piece of your custard pie. You got to give me some of it. You got to give me some of it. Give me some of it before you give it all away. Well, it's good for you and it's good for me. Good for a man of 73. You got to give me some of it. You got to give me some of it. Give me some of it before you give it all away. Well, now I don't care if I'm across the street. Won't you cut it up? Won't you save me a piece? You got to give me some of it. You got to give me some of it. Give me some of it before you give it all away. I ain't joking, won't tell you no lie. I want a piece of your custard pie. Got to give me some of it. You got to give me some of it. Give me some of it before you give it all away. You got to give me some of it before you give it all away. You got to give me some of it before you give it all away.
All right. The show is Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and our guest today is blues recording artist Son Lewis.
Well, good evening.
Welcome to the show.
It's great to be back. It's great to be back. It's certainly an honor to be on the show.
You've won a number of awards, and you've put out, 18 albums?
Counting compilations, about 18 albums, 14 solo albums just with myself, and another 4 compilations that I appeared on over the years. It's the benefit of longevity in this business, is that if you stick around long enough, people will forget how bad the last album was. But it's always been a pleasure for me to do this stuff. I've enjoyed playing the blues, partly because it's kind of timeless. The stuff that I play some of it was very popular in the 30s and then again in the 60s, and then again in the 80s, and then there's always people that are out there listening for acoustic music, and the blues is a folk music. It's probably America's most indigenous form of folk music, so I kind of think it's going to live forever, and I want to be there with it as well.
So custard pie, where does that come from?
That's an old song, and it came out of the what they call the Piedmont style of the Carolinas. And it's been recorded by a number of people. Brownie McGhee recorded it. Blind Boy Fuller recorded it. I think the Reverend Gary Davis did it as well. So it was kind of a staple of the finger-picking Piedmont style of the early 30s.
Nicely done.
Thank you very much.
What else you got for us?
Well, I'm going to move from the Piedmont area into the Delta, and this is an original tune, one that I wrote. Robert Johnson has influenced my music tremendously. He literally defined the style known as the Delta Blues, and in true fashion, he recorded 26 tunes for Arc Vocalion Records in the 30s, and then by the time, or before it was his 29th birthday, he was poisoned on stage by the husband of one of his lovers, and shortly before he was to appear at Carnegie Hall. Robert's material has become synonymous with Delta Blues and has been recorded by so many artists that I kind of wrote a little tribute to him, and it's called Poor Bob's Blues. Well, I went down south of Memphis, poor Bob riding by my side. Went on south of Memphis, poor Bob riding by my side. And when he sang them lonesome blues, women hang their head and cry. Can you teach me how to play the blues that way? Can you teach me how to play the blues that way? He said, yeah, I can, son, but you're gonna pay that bill one day. Sing the blues so sweetly, women hang their head and cry. When he sang the blues so sweetly, women hung their head and cried. And he gonna live forever, that music never died. Well, he sang it for the women, but he was the envy of the men. Well, he sang for all the women, but he was the envy of the men. And some jealous man gonna kill him when he comes to town again. Sitting on a levee, play my blues without a care. Sitting on a levee, play my blues without a care. Pa Bob won't do me a favor, pass that whiskey bottle here.
All right, all right, all right.
Thank you.
Great. You've had the opportunity over the years to open for a lot of great names.
Yes, worked with Hubert Sumlin, the Nighthawks, Elvin Bishop, Clarence Gatemouth Brown, Mose Allison, who is my personal favorite because he's actually older than me, and that's very rare in this business. But yeah, I've had did a whole tour with Johnny Clyde Copeland, and did an 8-city tour with Sleepy John Estes back in the I guess late 70s. So I've been blessed to be around some of my heroes, to learn from them. Sleepy John was a great guy, and the first night I met him, I'd been a fan of his for a lot of years, and I walked up to him and I said, "Wow, I'm really excited. I'm honored to be on the tour with you, and I'm hoping we get to know each other, and maybe if you got a spare moment or two, you can teach me a tune." He just turned around and walked away. And I was a little bit upset by it, but Miss M, his wife, came up and said, "You just met John, didn't you?" And I said, "Yes." He goes, "Well, John drinks bourbon." So I didn't get it at first, and I just figured, well, maybe he's had a few, or, you know. So I asked him again the next night, and he just turned around and walked away. And Miss M walked up to me and she said, "He's very particular to Jack Daniels." So I got it at that point, and then the very next city we stopped at, I got off the bus and I ran to a liquor store and I got a bottle of Jack Daniels, and I brought it on the bus. I opened it up. Just cracked the seal on the bottle, and the next thing I know, he was sitting down in the bus next to me going, "Exactly what song was it that you wanted to learn?" And John and I became friends after that. He taught me a whole bunch of material. He was a really, really nice, kind gentleman.
Great story.
Please bear with me while I change my accoutrements here. This is another original. It's on my upcoming album, Going South to Tampa. And I used to be a little bit wilder than I am now. I guess age has taught me to calm down a little bit, but I was thinking about this episode in my early life, and it kind of became a song. It's called Sugar Maple Blues. Well, I got drunk last night, mama. I got drunk the night before. I got drunk last night, mama. I got drunk the night before. The way I'm feeling, girl, said I don't believe I'm gonna drink no more. Said, "Please, mama, let me hang on to this tree. Please, mama, now, let me hang on to this tree. Can't let go of this sugar maple, mama. I'm as drunk as I can be." Listen to me, buddy, I got some good advice to send. Listen to me, buddy, I got some good advice to lend. You know Jose Cuervo, well, he's truly not your friend. I said, "Please, mama, let me hang on to this tree. Please, mama, now, let me hang on to this tree. Can't let go of this sugar maple, mama. I'm as drunk as I can be. If I get home this morning, I'm gonna do like Buddy Brown. If I get home this morning, God, I'm gonna do like my buddy Brown. I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I believe I'll lay back down. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
It's a good one.
Thank you. The slide is a wonderfully evocative instrument. I'd like to play an old spiritual, an old public domain spiritual. It's recognizable because in the 1960s, a very popular rock and roll band decided that nobody knew this song, so they were just going to take credit for it and include it on one of their best-selling albums. It's called You Got to Move. You got to move. You got to move. You got to move, child. You got to move. When the Lord gets ready, you got to move. You may be high, you may be low, you may be rich, child, you may be poor. Lord gets ready, you got to move. See that policeman, he walked a beat. You see that woman, she walked the street. When the Lord gets ready, you got to move. You got to move. You got to move. You got to move, child. You got to move. When the Lord gets ready, you got to move. But when the Lord gets ready, you got to move. Thank you.
Very nicely done.
Thank you.
We should let folks know how they can find more information about your appearances and your recordings.
Well, I have I'm an analog guy in a digital world, but I do have a website. And they can check out my schedule, my performance schedule, and my recordings. And they're available at www.sonlewis.com. And I believe I'm also on Facebook. The record company put me on Facebook, and I think it's facebook.com/sonlewis. So if people want to check that out, or you can send me an email directly to sonlewis with the number 1 at AOL.com. I play all over continuously, so no matter where you are, chances are I'm going to be in your town at some point in time. There we go. Live television.
What do you got for us now?
Well, I bought a house, and it was the perfect house because I had to completely rebuild it the way my wife wanted it. It was a starter handyman special. And about 3 months in, I stumbled up the stairs. My wife said, "You look terrible. You look like your back is just aching and your feet are sore and you've been lifting stuff all." And I said, "That sounds like a great blues song." And she said, "Well, don't stand there. Just go down and write something quick and get it down on tape." So I went downstairs and I wrote this song. And I couldn't think of any other better title than Old Blues Song. And it goes like this. My back is aching, my feet are sore. I've been toting and lifting till I can't live no more. Tell me what's the matter. Tell me what's going on wrong. Feel so broke down, mama. Feel like an old blues song. They cut off my power and cut off my phone. Baby, cut off that good thing when they repossess my home. Tell me what's the matter. What's going on? Well, I feel so broke down and disgusted. I feel like an old blues song. Cut off my power and cut off my phone. Maybe cut off my good things when they repossess my home. Tell me what's the matter. What's going on? So damn disgusted. Feel like an old blues song. My feet are aching, my back is sore. Been toting and lifting till I can't lift no more. Tell me what's the matter. What's going on? But I feel so down, disgusted. I feel like an old blues song. Thank you. Thank you.
Great stuff, son. What else you got for us?
Well, this is you know, I got to do a sad song. There's also a new song off of my upcoming CD. It's called Your Love Is Like a Cancer. Your love is like a cancer, killing me from the inside. Your love is like a cancer, killing me from the inside. Well, there ain't no treatment for you, nowhere I can hide. I went down to my doctor, I told him I was sick. He said he couldn't cure me, no pill could do the trick. Well, your love is like a cancer, killing me from the inside. Well, there ain't no treatment for you, nowhere I can hide.